It is elite title time here inside the FSW, live at the Silverton Casino. And there he is, Sugar Brown, accompanied to the ring by Sally, getting opportunity against his former Hater Nation partner, Kenny King.
And who are you going to pick in this one?
Got to pick Kenny King.
Why would you want to pick Kenny King when Sugar Brown is on a roll and he's managed by Sally?
Kenny's the king of the night here in Las Vegas.
Whatever. I mean, let's face the facts here. Finally, Sugar Brown, a man that I have been touting for how long here in FSW?
Many months.
Many months. Is getting his shot at greatness. A chance at the title. Some will say long overdue, like myself. I'm thinking that Sugar Brown is going to take the title tonight because I've already been invited to the predetermined celebration party they'll be having at one of the adult establishments here in town.
Well, that is interesting that Sally's already booked an after party
We've booked
for the celebration.
Well, see, Sally is like what he sees is like in the UFC. You see, like these UFC fighters, they have the after party booked already. You know, so Sally's trying to take his guys more mainstream. You know, big after parties, celebration parties. You know, getting with the clubs, getting in with the casinos. You know, really taking the Sally dynasty to the next level. While guys like you are sitting in the sports book, you know, trying to hit your $20 18 baseball parlays. Sally is out on the town marketing his guys.
Speaking of six-teamers, what a bad beat earlier
Oh,
this week.
good grief. Oh, for God's sake.
Unbelievable. I'll talk to you about that one off the air.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, but see, and here's Kenny King, calls himself the king of the night. Look, let me tell you something, brother. Just because you sleep from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night and you stay up all night doesn't mean you're the king of the night, okay? A lot of people in Vegas do that. Kenny King is not the king of the night.
Well, he would dispute that, Disco Inferno.
What makes him the king of the night? What is that?
You know, I'm not actually sure what makes Kenny King the king of the night, but we do know about his other occupation.
Right?
As a Chippendale.
Right?
You know, everything he does, you know, he likes to party, have a good time.
Right?
Hang out with the ladies.
Right?
So maybe it's a moniker that he made up to help get him a few more girls. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to call him the king of the night after Sugar Brown knocks him out cold and it's lights out, it's good night. Then he could actually be the legitimate king of the night.
I'm glad you're amusing yourself, Disco Inferno, and there's Sally.
And this is, you know, this is one thing I have a problem with the Silverton fans. Silverton specifically, is that the fans really don't like Sally. We've seen the fans at Sam's Town. That Sally has a lot of fans there. But for some reason, see, look at that. What an idiot Kenny King is.
Oh, and he tosses him right out of the ring. Can't win the title by a count out, but
for some reason, this crowd at the Silverton specifically just is not the brightest bunch. I'm thinking maybe they might be like, you know, putting a little something in the buffets there, maybe, you know. And, I mean, who knows?
It is
and by the way,
possible.
do you have any more of those comp cards?
You know, they got a great Polynesian buffet every Saturday night. Outstanding.
Well, a lot of the some of the wrestlers looks like they've partaken of that on previous occasions. Hey, do you have any more of those comps?
I do not.
Oh, good God.
They kind of stiffed us the last show here. I think they forgot about it. Look at this, Kenny King.
Whoa.
Jumping and jiving. And he looks to be in phenomenal shape. Once again, he had a little period of time where he wasn't working.
It's called a
as often.
setback. It's called a setback. He wasn't in good shape, and that's what happens when guys call themselves the king of the night. They spend a lot of time in the clubs. They spend a lot of time popping bottles. And what do they don't spend a lot of time doing?
Training.
And
keeping up.
And I think Kenny King may have looked at himself, and that's one thing about professional wrestlers. When you see yourself on TV and you don't like what you see, you train harder, don't you?
Absolutely. And Kenny King just firing the forearms to the side of the jaw. Sugar Brown, who at one time was kind of the bottom of the rung of the Hater Nation.
What? I never looked at it that way.
And now you look at it, it looks like Kenny King and Sugar Brown are the two surviving members.
I always thought that, like, Kenny King was the guy that thought he was better than everybody else in that group, and that, like, being a part of the Hater Nation was almost like in his mind, was a step down, that he should have been, like, above everybody else. And I don't think the guy like Sugar Brown really appreciated the way he was treated. That's a smart move by Sally. That's a smart move. Sugar Brown was on the defensive there, need a little rest, and Sally grabbed him and pulled him out of the ring. Nothing wrong with that.
As he did, as Kenny King.
He did not interfere with his opponent, did he?
He did not. And look at this, Kenny King.
What was that?
He was ready to take them both out. And look at this. That
Boy,
move
how dumb was
backfired.
that? Boy, what a rookie mistake by Kenny King, huh?
And then his throat gets bashed into the bottom rope.
King of the night, huh? Well, it looks like, that's kind of like a lapse in judgment, a mental error, something that might happen to somebody that spends a lot of time out on the town, popping bottles, going in the, hitting the clubs, staying up all night. These are the mistakes we see from a guy that wants to call himself the king of the night.
This man has been the elite champion for a long time. Disco
what?
Inferno.
Long time. How long has it been?
About 8 months.
Are you serious?
It was that survival of the fittest.
Good grief.
And that was during the summer.
Well, I'm going to say right now that I think it's about time that Kenny King dropped the belt. I mean, you want to change every once in a while. I mean, why does this guy have the belt this long? That's not.
It's because he's been defeating everybody who's come after him.
As Hunter Helmsley would say, Triple H, that's not good for business, Joe.
Well, Brian Cage had a couple opportunities. He didn't get the job done. What are you going to do?
Well, bring in Sugar Brown.
And now Sugar Brown's getting the chance of a lifetime.
He'd be a great elite champion, wouldn't he?
He was a former tag team champ.
Ooh.
And now he's going after his first singles title.
Ooh.
As Kenny King firing away with the rights.
And let's be honest, Sugar Brown has excelled in both genres, tag team wrestling and singles competition. The one thing I've been critical of him in the past is his wanting to extend the match a lot farther than it should go. He's got arguably, let's call a spade, the deadliest finish in FSW. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't need a setup. It doesn't need you don't need to beat the man down. It doesn't require a succession of moves. It can come out of nowhere at any time, right?
So you're saying he should try it a lot more
just
often.
as often as he can. I mean, just take your shot every single chance.
1, 2.
I mean, if you're gonna possess like a Dave Kingman home run type power, you got to swing a lot more often. You might strike out a lot, but you're gonna hit a grand slam every once in a while, aren't you?
Absolutely, Dave Kingman. Remember him back in my
King
childhood.
Kong Kingman.
That's right, former Met.
One of my favorite players growing up.
1. And look at that, Sugar Brown right in front of the referee trying to use the ropes for leverage.
Now, mind you, Dave Kingman did only bat like 198.
Yes.
He would have like 33 homers and 64 RBIs.
Not a lot of guys on base when he hit those home runs.
No.
But Sugar Brown, he's hit a lot of home runs here in FSW.
Reminds me of my cousin.
And look at that, wrap the leg. 1, 2.
No, it's not good. You know who my cousin is?
Who was your cousin?
Steve Bye Balboni.
Steve Balboni, another one of those all or nothing kind of guys.
Yeah, he hit a lot of home runs, had a lot of strikeouts.
A lot of strikeouts. And Sugar Brown looking not to strike out tonight, because if he does not defeat Kenny King and win the elite title, he's got to go right back to the bottom of the rung.
Why? Where? Like below, like you're gonna like drop him out of the below guys like Crash Test Cody, for crying out loud, would you?
I'm not saying that, Disco Inferno.
Why does he go to the bottom? Wait a second. Why does he go to the bottom of the rung?
Well,
let me ask you a question, Joe, and I'm going to challenge the logic of your idiotic statement. If Floyd Mayweather loses to Marcus Maidana, what happens? He goes to the bottom of the rung all of a sudden?
No, but if the other guy loses to Floyd Mayweather, he ain't getting another opportunity at Floyd. Because Kenny King's the star. Floyd Mayweather's the star. Not Sugar Brown. Sugar Brown is trying to become
What did you just
star.
said? You just said that Sugar Brown is not a star.
He is not a star.
You are a disrespectful punk.
He is an up-and-coming star.
I'm going to tell Sally and I'm telling Sugar Brown that you said he's not a star when I consider him one of the bigger stars here in FSW. What a jackass you are.
He is one of the biggest young stars trying to become a superstar.
Oh.
Swing and a miss with the tilt-the-world
Oh,
clothesline.
no. Come on, Sugar Brown. What a big error of judgment that was.
Kenny King, he is starting to feel it. And the crowd getting behind him, the spinning heel kick, and down goes Sugar Brown. And Sally looks a little dumbfounded as he's staring at Kenny King.
Hit him with the bat, Sally.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Smart move by Sugar Brown. Good counter.
The jawbreaker.
Perfectly executed. Here it is, the big knockout. No. No. An atomic drop. Oh, and the kick to the back of the head. Come on.
And this could be it. The cover. 1, 2, 3.
No, he didn't get him. What intestinal fortitude by Sugar Brown.
And Sugar Brown still got some fight in him.
Come on, Sugar.
As Kenny King tries to put Sugar Brown away and walk away, the elite champion retaining the belt, but Sugar Brown's able to hang on.
There we go,
Kenny
Sally.
trying to get him up for the coronation.
Sally has questions about that maneuver.
And
What
look
did
at
he put
this.
his hands on Sally for?
Sally on the apron, and Kenny King looks like he's ready. But Sugar Brown, oh, the roll up. 1, 2.
No, he didn't get him. Oh, what a cheap shot.
And look at the crowd. Sally finally getting a little something back for all he has done.
He didn't do anything to Kenny King. Be honest, Joe. What did he do to Kenny King?
And Kenny King, it looked like he was going for the KO.
Ooh, now there we go.
And Sugar Brown working the body blows, and look at this.
Nice. Work the body.
Dodging and weaving.
Boom.
And this time the tilt the
Knock him
world
out.
clothesline,
What are you
he's got
waiting
him up.
on? Oh, and he nails him. He's working that body, Joe. He's going to knock him out.
The cover.
Work the body,
1,
the head will fall.
2.
Work the body, the head will fall. Freddie Roach. Sally tells me he's been talking to Freddie Roach. Sugar Brown's been training with Freddie Roach. He's going to knock him out.
He may knock him out right now. Kenny King is in big trouble.
Here we go.
As Sugar Brown looking to pull off the upset and walk away the elite
The what?
champion.
It's not an upset.
Kenny King minus 360
Here
in
we
the
go.
sports books. What do
Here
you
we
mean?
go. Here we go.
He is
Here
setting
we
him
go.
up for sweetness. Oh, and
No.
the bicycle kick. He's got him up.
Oh,
and down he
come
goes. The
on.
royal flush. 1, 2,
No.
3.
Good God almighty.
And there you have it. Kenny King, the king of the night, reigns supreme once again.
That match is pretty sick, Joe. What a disgusting result. This guy's such a fluke. What a bum.
Outstanding job by Sugar Brown, but he comes up a little short. There's no doubt that gold is in the future of Sugar Brown, but not tonight, Disco.
Well, this is kind of a, I don't know what to say. That Kenny King illegally hit Sally, and Sally couldn't instruct Sugar Brown there late. I think it's cheating. That's just me, though.